Alrighty, guys, I'm just going to get straight into it. So this is just a quick lesson on how to let the materials do the work for you, basically. When people see, like when I used to post on Instagram, and I used to just try things out, and people were like, "Oh my God, you're so creative," and I'm just like, "I'm just fucking lazy." So I'm just going to basically share with you my laziness and show you how to just let the mediums and materials do the work for you, so you don't have to. So first up, polka dots. I've done this one before a few times, but it's always fun. So that's why I'm going to start off with it. So just get some paint. I'm just dropping everything. Get some cotton buds. Oh, cotton buds are everywhere. Um, then this is a polka dot suit. So just mix those two together so you get lots of nice tones. Sketch I did earlier, very blue, Peter. Literally just do that. Like instead of worrying about um, having to draw a circle 100 times, I can plow through this and you're about to play my game. People watching this are going to be like, I did not realize he was so lazy. But yeah, I'm not saying drawing's an inconvenience to my day, but like if I can spend more time browsing YouTube and watching shit, then it's not a bad thing, is it? So you should probably do these a little bit nicer. What I do like to do is I just play with scale as well with stuff when I'm doing stuff like this, just to so it doesn't get too repetitive. And then do some hollow, whatever you call it, just to change it up a little bit. Yeah, aim. Like 20 seconds, polka dots, done. Right, next one is it's not fur, it's like I'm gonna say faux fur because it's blue. Yeah, so these are another sketch I did earlier. So this one I would use pencils. Instead of spending ages trying to use thin brush strokes on paint and the pro marker trying to like get all the brush strokes and everything to look like individual hairs, I would just use these. And then like each kind of line like this acts as a hair anyway. So if you just make the jaggedy lines like this, all of those look like yeah, the hair and the texture. So just apply a little bit of there. I would do a few different tones just to make it a bit more interesting. Play with scale. But God, it looks like that once I think. Solid. Yeah. And to me, that's just a lot easier than like trying to get a pro marker and do it in the right way. Although pro markers can be good, like there's one here conveniently. And like that broken down texture can work really nicely with this, but in the essence of time, there, bish bash bosh, there, done. Next one is kind of a PVC kind of thing. PVC, leather, whatever it is. This one's going to be paint. I'm just going to put some black paint. Got the white, probably should do another white paint because I've messied that up. 2 paints, 1 brush. Sounds like a naughty film. Yeah, load it up like that. And then just single stroke it, baby. And those tones, go into a little bit more detail here and there. Those tones will act as if like the shine and everything. And then you just go in a little bit more and add some extras, add some dark tones. And that's kind of it for that one. I mean, I would spend longer on that, but we're bashing this out in 5 minutes just to prove a point, really. I don't know if I'm explaining these. I'm like blasting through them. So the strokes in the paint, the white and the black, just those 2 colors mixed together in the brush strokes if you don't mix them too much. And there's all the different tones, and that does the work for you, basically. This one we're doing pinstripe, and there's a few ways of doing this. You can use masking fluid, but I couldn't find mine. So what you can do, masking tape. You can either follow. No, sometimes I like following the fabric. Oh, okay, maybe not. Following the fabric, and sometimes I like it when it's just like a swatch, like directly down and doesn't doesn't do the shape to the curves of the body. Yeah, just pinstripes. I mean, again, this is art. This is fashion illustration. This isn't fashion design. So your sketches do not have to be accurate. It's like an artistic interpretation. So the fact that this pinstripe and everything is a bit thicker, it's just the interpretation, right? It's just to get it. Basically, I just want to show the essence of this white lines going down. You know, every line doesn't have to be perfectly uniform because you're not sending this to a seamstress to create. So you're just trying to do it for fun and to show an idea. Just stick with me, guys. I'm doing it right. That'll be enough and board. The rest will just be abstract, which is another. If you look at my work and think, wow, that's so abstract, because I can't be bothered to draw the rest of it. I don't know what to do with some paint. If I do it in paint, I'm going to have to wait for it to dry, and that defeats the point. So we use Pro Marker for this one. Just make sure they're down, and then just go very quick. What I try and do is balance things out. So I know that these lines are going to be quite jaggedy and not very neat. So what I want to do is try and make sure that I color within the lines a little bit to make that neater. Just because I don't want everything to be like every I don't know, that's be layers, like everything can't be the same. The same way. So I like to have, if one part's really detailed, one part's really abstract. If one part's really messy, one part's really neat. That's my version of neat, evidently. And then you peel them off, ba-bang, ba-bang, shazam. Oh, we read the paper a bit, that's fine, adds texture. Obviously, if you want to do more accurate representation, I mean, this is looking a little bit zebra stripe, but you would just get some scissors and do thinner cuts of the masking tape. But it's looking a bit referee-y. Oh, I'm going to keep this in because it's just shit that happens. What I would do to not rip the page again is, if you were going to do this technique, is to just blot the masking tape. So just sort of blot it on your skin or something just to get rid of the excessive stickiness, and then you can just pull it off without it ruining it. This one is Denim. So Denim, I do the you can do it. I mean, there's two ways of doing it. I go through it more in the course, but color pencils just have this against a more textured paper. Just have this natural, like, it's not a solid coloring. It's like you get this break, which works really well for denim because you want that texture and then break of line. Like if this was colored in solidly, it just would look like denim. So having this break, and then you would layer up the tones. And then the paper's doing the work for you, so you don't have to. Layer up those tones. This isn't the right color of what I'm meant to be drawing, but yeah, that's what I would do for denim. I would just spend a bit longer on that and then get the white, get a lighter tone, go on top, and then get a white or a really light tone and do on top. But yeah, it's just relying on that breakage of the page, like the texture of the page. Right, the last one is concentration, letting the page do the work for you. I already did a version of this, and I don't know if this is going to look better or what. We'll see. Checking it's in camera. So just do a really quick sketch. Because I saw this and I was like, I love the shape, but there's not really a lot to paint or draw. So it's a bit lost because I always like a pattern or some structure and shape, like a bit more shape to get lost in and draw. And I find stuff like this where it's just like that one thing, it's not there's not a lot for me to play with. Trying to think how our arm's going to go. It doesn't really matter. It's just an example. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we got a little scare. I guess that's our elbows there or something. I don't know. But right, this one is just one I did a bit recently. So you just let the paper do the work for you. So scrunch it up. Try and be a bit neat with it so there's not endless creases in the paper, just the ones that you put in. It's quite hard to get the right shape, but and the last one. Yeah. I hate that hat. I'm going to just, not everything I draw is right. Okay, so just heads up, it happens. I'm just going to like, yeah, something like that maybe. And then draw the legs. And that's just letting the paper do the work. So just a bit of fun. Right, so that is, we've got paper doing the work, we've got color pencil doing the work, we've got acrylic paint doing the work, a cotton bud doing the work, masking tape doing the work, and then color pencils doing the work. So just some quick, easy techniques, and yeah, that's it. So that's the first one of the 3 lessons, because my course reopens next week for the last time ever, because this course is being retired. But yeah, this is it. The next, there's 2 more lessons coming out next week, so keep an eye for them, and I'll see you then. Bye. That was not 5 minutes.